All right, so yeah, sorry about that video ending before my phone ran out of space, but yeah, I got caught off guard by this K sign primarily because it's got a Sixth Avenue on there. It's supposed to be Eighth Avenue, and that's supposed to be denoted by the blue. But this is an interesting one. I'm wondering if this was a typo or what's going on. But yeah, this is unusual. The K actually um, did it run on Sixth Avenue. It did run on Sixth Avenue as the KK train back in the 1970s when it went from the KK train then to the K train. It actually ran um, from Canarsie across the Williamsburg Bridge and then up Sixth Avenue. So this actually might be reminiscent of the original K line, which is amazing. And well, instead of going to 57th, going up to Washington Heights, that's amazing. All right, let's keep going. That's something really unusual. See, even here, Sixth Avenue. All right, so you have the S, Sixth Avenue shuttle, whichever way it needs to go, shuttle Sixth Avenue. The V, at the time, the V was kind of an idea, concept. So they weren't really sure what the V was going to do, so they just have kind of a generic V as Sixth Avenue. Now we've got the M, the brown M. We know that the M now is orange. That change happened in 2009 when the MTA was, they were cutting, they were doing some budget cuts. And so they had the V train and they had the M train, and they decided to combine the two. And they were originally going to call it V, but there's so many people were upset that their beloved M train from time immemorial was going to get replaced by this V. That there was a really strong petition, especially in the Ridgewood area in Brooklyn, that the MTA actually decided to kind of meet them halfway. And so instead, they kept the M, and instead of just keeping the M instead of keeping the V, they turned the M orange because the orange means Sixth Avenue. This brown means Nassau. The Bowery, the Nassau line in Manhattan. So it mostly runs on, I believe, Bowery, and some on Delancey Street. So that's why this has an M, the brown M on there, because that was the original color when they gave it to it. So you got the M, Nassau, got the Myrtle Avenue shuttle up in Brooklyn, northern Brooklyn. The M used to run down actually into the southern part of Brooklyn on West End line, all the way down to I forget, Bay Parkway. Yep. So Myrtle, Nassau, West End, upside down. Diamond R, Brown R, Banker Special up to the late 1980s. The R train used to run from Bay Ridge, 95th Street. It ran its normal line, but a portion of it would actually split off right in southern Manhattan and go up to Chambers Street. So that's why you have a brown R. So that's something that existed for a while. Now this is something. Look at that. The roll that I have, the standard roll, on most R32s, you have the Z right in the middle. Again, the Z was just an idea. They weren't sure what it was going to do. It ended up being a skip stop for the J, but it was a placeholder for an extra Nassau Street line. And so the later rolls just have a Z smack dab in the middle. This one actually has a Z all the way tucked in the side, just in case they wanted to print a route or something on there. So this is actually pretty interesting. Z, and of course when you flip a Z upside down, it makes no Z. So yeah, that's something else. You got your J, Jamaica, Nassau, as it always was. Jamaica, Nassau Street. You got your rush hour, Jamaica, Nassau. Now this is something. Going to Brighton. So that was a proposed line of sending the J up to from the J bringing all the way down to Brighton Beach, I believe, which would have replaced the QJ train from the 1970s. Again, so Jamaica, Nassau, Brighton, that's something. You got your all line, 14th Street, Canarsie. You got your S, Franklin Shuttle. That was your B Division S train. So that was it. Then you got your placeholders. You got P, again tucked in the side. The current rolls have the letter in the middle, so you got P. All right, they didn't have colors assigned to these, so they didn't know. T. you got U. There we go. I don't know what that is. Oh, that was there. And X. X train. Not and. So you also have Y. There we go. Y. Shuttle, just in case. You got a nice big shuttle. And that's the roll, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. And I'm gonna roll this back, and maybe like I said, I'll do the other one, the other two rolls. So thank you very much for sitting with me over these two videos. I know it can be a little tedious sometimes, but I appreciate it. It's an amazing piece of New York City history, and it's written down, so it happened. As I was told, if it ain't right, it didn't happen. And that's what I appreciate about these signs. So thank you, and you guys take care and be blessed.